Hello Year 4 and welcome to today's science lesson. In today's lesson we're going to be identifying electrical appliances and the types of electricity they use. So before we get started, I just thought that we would have a little look and a reminder as to where electricity comes from. So we learned last week that electricity is a secondary source of energy and it needs to be generated or made from a primary source of energy. So what I'd like you to do is pause the video here and see if you can write down those 5 primary sources of energy that we looked at last week, and then you can press play and we'll have a look and see how you did. Okay, let's have a look. So see if you got all 5 of these: fossil fuels, nuclear, hydro and wind, solar and geothermal. And you can have an extra 2 dojos if you can send me a message and tell me which of those sources are renewable and which sources are non-renewable without peeking. See if you can remember from last week and you can have those extra dojos. So, what is an appliance? An appliance is a device, piece of equipment or an instrument that's designed to perform a task. So a washing machine is an appliance which performs the task of washing clothes. A thermometer is an appliance which performs the task of checking the temperature. So we can have all sorts of different appliances, as you will see, but the general rule is that they perform a task. So what I'd like you to do is, on the website I have put up some electrical appliance cards. Now if you can cut them out, print them and cut them out and then put them into piles, that's absolutely fine. If you'd rather not do that though, I would just draw yourself a little table, one with the heading of electrical appliances, one with the heading of non-electrical appliances, and then you can just write the name of the appliance into each column, and then we're going to check them. So just look at the picture that's been given rather than thinking too far into it. So for example, the image of a toothbrush is just a normal toothbrush, it's not an electric one. So just think about the picture that's in front of you. Is it an electrical appliance? Is it not an electrical appliance? And pop it into the right column. So if you pause the video here to do that, because on the next slide it gives you the answers. Okay, so here are our answers. So have a look, compare yours. Which appliances did you think used electricity? Which did you think did not use electricity? And can you explain why? Can you think of how you could explain to someone why you put those appliances in either the electrical or non-electrical? What do you know that those things need in order to work? Okay, or how do you make them work? So we're going to be looking at 2 types of electricity, which is mains electricity and battery electricity. So to use mains electricity, we need to plug the appliance into a socket, and for battery electricity, we need to insert a battery into the appliance. Now obviously there are appliances that have rechargeable batteries, and we're going to have a look at those in a little bit as well. So in the UK, mains electricity is produced mainly by gas, coal or nuclear power stations. Wind turbines, hydroelectric and solar panel power stations are also used to generate electricity, but not to such a great extent. So they're sort of those sources of energy that we looked at last week. And some homes have solar panels attached to their roofs to provide mains electricity as well. So we've got a little diagram here to show us, well, how does it get from the source to our homes? So there's a power station, and that's where the electric current is generated, and it's sent through wires to a transformer. And the transformer, the current is sent from transformers along wires that are attached to pylons to cities, towns and villages. The pylons connect the first transformer to the transformers near the cities, and you might see the pylons in the countryside. And then the second transformer connects to the wires from the pylons, and in most cases these wires are then placed underground. The underground wires connect the transformer to buildings, including homes, and the wires are taken and distributed throughout the home. And the reason you don't see them is because they are in the walls, so we can see the socket attached to the wires in the walls. So battery electricity. Batteries store chemicals which produce an electric current. They eventually stop working as the chemicals stop being able to produce an electric current. And we've got the different types of batteries there. There's lots of different shapes and sizes of batteries. We've got batteries that we use in remote controls, batteries we use in cars, all sorts of different types, haven't we? And depending on the appliance, it depends on what type of battery it needs. It's not sort of a one size fits all as though when it comes to batteries. So rechargeable batteries are ones where the chemical reaction can be reversed so that the battery is able to create an electric current again. However, even rechargeable batteries will eventually stop producing that electrical current. Okay, so for your task, this is what I'd like you to do. You will find this sheet on the website, and on it is something called a Venn diagram, which is what's on this sheet here. So you can see we've got a circle here, and one in the middle. So if the appliance runs on mains electricity and you're only looking at the electrical ones here, remember, then you would pop that into this circle here. So for example, a washing machine. If the appliance runs on battery electricity, you would pop it in here so we can see a mobile phone. We know that mobile phones have to be charged, but we're thinking of just the appliance itself, what's it running on. And then in the middle, if you can get an appliance in which can run on mains electricity and battery electricity, then that goes in here. Anything that's not run on mains and battery electricity goes on the outside. So for example, you've got a pencil there. Okay. As a challenge, I would like you to see if you can give your own examples of appliances that fit into these categories. So when you've sorted all the electrical appliance cards into either mains, both, or battery, then see if you can add as a challenge maybe 2 or 3 more. Okay. And then at the end, once you've done that, you could perhaps have a little look and tell me in a summary what the difference is between the mains battery and the mains electricity, and battery electricity, and maybe sum that up in one sentence for me. Thank you for watching this lesson, and I look forward to seeing your independent task uploaded to Dojo. Keep going and trying your best with the work. You are doing a super job. Speak to you soon. Bye.